everywhere because I don't drive. But we have one more comic to go. And she is really amazing. She is one of my faves. I'm gonna just keep. Okay, you're up. You're up. Okay, now give it up, everyone, for Natalia. I'm gonna invalidate Renee by saying that and just like sucking the whole fucking time. Just bombing like 9/11 style. Anyways, I was diagnosed with chronic depression at a really young age. I was like 11, 12 years old. Yeah, I was like, Mommy, I'm reading this Wheels book and I think I kind of want to kill myself, you know? So my mom put me in a bunch of different like, I've been through therapists, you know, you get to your animal. And my favorite therapist ever was like the worst therapist I think I've ever had. He told my mom I was the most depressed person he had ever seen. Like, you have a degree and I'm 13. You're crazy, okay? And anyways, I once told him I wanted to get a tattoo for my mom. And every single appointment after that, he made it a point to bring up the tattoo because he despised the idea of me marking my bitty. I swear to God, he was like, this was his talking point. When I was 30 years old, I loved the Smashing Pumpkins, and I wanted to get the Smashing Pumpkins tattooed on my chest. And then I turned 40, and I hated the Smashing Pumpkins. And I was like, okay, well, I'm still cutting myself, so I don't know. I don't know what this solves, brother. Anyways, because I have chronic depression, later in my adulthood life, I ended up with the Squishmallow addiction. I know, we've all been there. At my worst, because it was really my worst, I owned 300 plus Squishmallows. I was in multiple Facebook groups, I was going to events, I was waking up at 7 a.m. in the morning and being like, when can we stop? I was insane in the membrane, and I've also been single for a long time. To no one's surprise, but at that time, it was my own. I was like, why am I single? As if every time I brought someone home, there wasn't 300 plus eyes staring at them like this. From the corner of my room, and I'm like, so what do you think? This one's Connor, this one's Axel, and this one, oh, I paid about $300 for this one. That's Patty. She's a hug me. Yeah, don't touch her. Like, okay, freak knob. Anyways, I'm more accepting of the fact that I'm single now. I choose to believe it is my choice. And that's because most people ask me out. Anyways, sometimes I get lonely though, and broke, and I'll go on dating apps. And it's really because I'm hungry, and I don't want to pay for dinner. Sue me! But all these guys that meet on dating apps are fucking weird, because I would never make a woman or an LGBTQIA plus pay for my meal. That's on me when I have money, baby. Don't worry, I get paid in a week. Anyways, so I swear to God, every time I meet a motherfucker, a fucking dude, because I'm pansexual, like everybody goes, on these dating apps, I swear to God, they're always like, so what's your snap? Okay, are we 16 years old? I'm sorry, the last time I used Snapchat, I was 15 years old, whipping out my tits to anybody who would ask. Alright, and messaging all my besties, keeping out my streaks. The only reason I open the app Snapchat nowadays is to take a picture of my body part whenever something's medically wrong with me and I don't want to delete that off my camera roll. Okay? Snapchat got this update though, I don't know if you guys are aware about it. It's got this update where every time you exit out of it, it's like, do you want to delete this Snapster piece? How did I find that out, you guys might ask? Good question. I took a picture of my butthole because I could have sworn I had a hemorrhoid, and all of a sudden I tried to exit out of it, and it's like, girl, that stink looking fine as hell. There ain't no hemorrhoid, but don't you want to keep it on that camera? Yeah, so I clicked save. Anyways, guys, I'm a frequent user of this app called the Quinn app. I don't know if you guys are aware about the Quinn app. It is a woman-owned, woman-run app, and what do they sell on there? Yes, sell. I pay $5.99 a month, okay? Audio porn. It's just a bunch of people moaning. It's just a bunch of people shit talking in your ear. I love that shit so much. But the thing is, I have a phone and it's kind of intelligent and it pays attention to everything that I'm doing on this cellular device. And so on my Instagram account, I've been getting a lot of like blank till failure. And let me tell you, I've been liking, I've been commenting, I've been sharing that shit. Alright? It's Instagram, why not? I'm like leaving comments like, yeah, buddy, post another for me. You know? And I don't know if you guys know this. Instagram also had an update. It's called the Friends tab. So the Friends tab shows everybody what you're liking, what you're commenting, and what you're sharing. And when you're friends with your mom and your 13-year-old cousin, both surprisingly have similar questions. Like my mom called me up and she was like, Natalia, what is this reading Evangelion part 1 ever till failure while blanking that you're commenting on? Why did you put the repost button? She's Hispanic. Just so you guys know, and that, hey, listen, yo soy hispana también. The other day I actually did a Ricky Martin impression. Bombed hard. No.
It was so good. It was so good.
Bombed so fucking. I got a fake mustache out and everything. Nobody laughed except for Renee, and I was like. It was really embarrassing. But anyways, speaking of Ricky Martin, my mom's a really big fan of Ricky Martin, right? Her favorite thing to say though is, I knew Ricky Martin was gay before everybody else did, and that's why I didn't have a crush on him. Okay? But when she knew Ricky Martin was gay before the rest of them, why didn't she predict I was pansexual? And let me tell you, I came out to her when I was 13 years old as bisexual. I didn't know what pan was. Who the fuck did? Okay? That wasn't a thing back then. Anyway, so I came out to her as bisexual at the age of 13 because I was stupid. And she was like, Natalia, that's not real. At the end of the day, you marry a man or you marry a woman? And I was like, fuck, dude, she got it right though. Like, 12-year-olds like, shit, I didn't even get that far. Oh, guys. Anyways, so like, I kind of kept that shit to myself, except when I was 19 years old. I was like, I might as well tell my dad. You know, I've dated a few women here and there. He should probably know that I'm fucking them. So I let him know. I was like, hey, bro, I'm pansexual, by the way, because I figured that out now. And he goes, I swear to God, he goes, oh, that means we can check out hot chicks together? First off, how do you know what pansexual is? You're 50. So about a year and a half later, he pays for a trip to Cancun. And I'm not gonna say no. Okay, I'm poor. And it's for a trip to Cancun, all inclusive hotel. So we go, obviously it's Cancun, there's beautiful ladies everywhere. I'm looking left and right. And I swear to God, my dad, I hear him in the back and he goes, hey Natalia, doesn't she look beautiful over there? We're looking at the same fucking girl, bro, like father, like daughter. Fuck. Anyways, seriously, I don't know how long this has been. Do I have a light yet, or y'all want to hear my tea? Y'all want to hear my tea? Because I actually have. Listen, I'm telling you this right now. I've never done this at any mic or any shows. This is like a Clock That Tea exclusive. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Are you an Uber driver?
I've never been here before.
You've never been here before. Were you? Hold on. Are you an Uber driver? Are you sure you're not an Uber driver?
I am.
Oh, you are? Okay, because I could have sworn you were my Uber driver on December 19th at exactly 10:02 p.m. I left for my buddy Chicago.
Sure.
No, I'm fucking with you too. We're in on this! We're all in on this! We fucking know! Anyways, guys, so when I was 12 years old, I learned what porn was. I was probably a little younger. I learned what porn was for the first time ever because my friends showed me, right? Super not gay. They showed me what it was. I was watching Trisha Paytas when she was doing sex toy reviews. I was knee deep in the shit. And I was very curious. I was watching everything under the sun, okay? So one day I'm watching lesbian choke porn and I'm masturbating in my room. And it's like 2 p.m. because of course it does. I'm 12 years old. What else am I gonna do? And my dad, who has absolutely no sense of privacy,
burst through the room.
And he goes, Natalia! I drop my laptop, it falls open. Full volume, there's like, yeah! Don't breathe, bitch! And my dad's like, ah! What the fuck is that? I start freaking the fuck out, guys. We get to the biggest argument I've ever had in my entire life. Here's the thing, though. I'm stupid as fuck. I know how to clear my search history, and I'm lazy, so I never do. So they're looking through months and months of grandpa porn, piss porn, electrocution porn, fucking BDSM dungeon. Anything you think of, I was watching, and also I was Googling how to have sex with yourself. Like, why didn't I clear my search history? God knows why. But
Okay, now that I know this, the conversation that you have with your dad later, he's prepared.
he is prepared, okay? Because he comes right up to me in the middle of this argument. Mind you, I blacked out most of this argument. This is the most traumatic event of my life. He comes up to me and goes, I'm going to call the porn police on you, and they're going to arrest you. And I'm 12 years old, and I'm like, no! Right? And I'm devastated. My sister's in the corner like, no! You can't do this to her! And I swear to God, my mom's hiding in the garage. She cannot stop laughing. She's crying tears. And here's the thing. About a week before, I'm Hispanic. We went to Peru to visit family, and we lost our luggage. And American Airlines was like, hey, we'll in an unmarked white van, we're going to deliver your luggage to your doorstep. And my dad was like, good idea. This exact day, while we're in the middle of this argument, who comes up in an unmarked white van but this guy with our luggage? And my dad is like, light bulb. There they are. I already called the porn police. They're at the door. I'm upstairs packing my stuff. My dad's trying to be incredibly covert and get the luggage, and my sister's at the door like, no, please, don't take my sister! And this guy, like, he opens the door, and my dad's like, hey, can you do it to me? And, like, my sister's screaming in the background. My mom's still in the garage. She has not stopped laughing the whole time. When I close the door, he goes, Natalia! Nanaki! And I walk downstairs like this. And he goes, I negotiated. They're going to let you stay. But you can't ever watch that shit again. And I go, yes, Dad. And 1 year later, they bought me a smartphone, and I downloaded the Pornhub app. I don't know if you guys know that was a thing, but I did. I found out. So that's my tea.
And you know what? Here's the thing: is that you've grown up to be a totally normal person.
I've grown up to be completely sane. My aunt said, "Don't message my mom asking why I'm showing my teeth on Instagram." They don't do that, and I haven't had to block several of them.
What's your Instagram?
Oh, my Instagram is my first and last name, Natalia Soto.
Yeah.
But you can also find me in multiple other places, by the way.
Yeah, well, like where?
You can find me, I basically do gay trigger warning, except we're not a little racist. Sorry. At my buddies at 10 p.m. every night, I sit there and I love to interrupt people in the middle of their sets, so if you ever feel
Every Monday night, not every night.
every night, whoa, yeah, every Monday night, let me be a little bit specific. Every Monday I'm there, and then also on March 7th, you can find me at the Lincoln Lodge at Latest and Greatest, so that's another place you can find me at too. And then also a Tuesday Good Show on, I think, the 10th? Is that a Tuesday? Who knows?
I think so.
It's gonna be a good show though, because it's always a good show on a Tuesday.
It's a good show.
It's a good show.
It's a good show.
It is a good show. But anyways, thank you.
Oh my god, give it up for